Hi, Collective. Welcome to my channel. I'm Crystal. I'm a psychic medium here delivering messages to you from the higher realms. So, welcome in. This is going to be a triple goddess reading intended for the mothers out there. This is going to be the mother phase, okay? Because in womanhood, there are three phases: the maiden, the mother, and the crone. All right. And I'm in the point of my life where I'm in the mother age, right? So, of course, I've got 4 children too. Right? You don't have to have children to be in this phase. This phase is when you're very abundant, where you're very, very fertile. You're getting your confidence, your strength, your courage to really take charge and action over your dreams, your desires. And that is what this reading is going to be focusing on, right? And especially, I decided to use it this way because a lot of my readings too are for empowerment, okay? And to help others, heal themselves, reach their potential, right? And I'm going through a lot with one of my children right now. So I've been talking a little bit about that, and I know he's going to be coming out a lot in my readings because it currently, I was talking about him before when he was under house arrest and the ankle bracelet, and now he's in secure detention. So things have clearly escalated, and I'm going through the justice system with him currently. So he's on my mind a lot, right? But it's like I've been thinking a lot about how I've been trying to get to this point for quite some time because I've needed so much help with him, right? And now it's like I really am feeling this justice coming in. I really feel this is like an intervention, that I'm finally receiving the help that I need, right? Where others are helping me get some discipline into him, really course correcting him. And I know that I wouldn't have been able to make it this far, or it wouldn't be going in my favor if I didn't have my confidence at this time, because I've needed to stand up and speak to the judge, and I've needed to reach out for help, right? And even though being a mother, like, it's hard, right? But I've been having to reach out to law enforcement, district attorney's office, things like that for help, and things that I was hesitant with doing before. But it's this year of an 8. It really is. And it's also, I've just had some beautiful things where I've actually had some people coming back apologizing to me, and really just really coming in where it's like getting some of these apologies, right, where the enemy has came after me, and it's like, nope, it's like somebody's came in and intercepted and blocked what the enemy was doing, and then having reinforcements come in and more angels coming in, and it's like I'm very much aware when I'm dealing with someone that's got a devil, a dark attachment, or has an angel channeling through them, or is a fellow angel light worker. So we really are uniting and coming together and helping each other. And I feel it's very beautiful, right? So I feel it's very significant to put out there. And I feel that anybody who's struggling with their child is going to get guided to me at this time, because I've been talking a lot about ways to cope with that, to heal with that, to work with them. Oh my gosh, all my cards just went flying all over the floor. Wow. All right. So it's interesting too, as I was guided. Well, I've had this on my little stand here, that I wanted to do a Goddess of Love reading, right? And I pulled goddess cards. And I've got some other decks that are focusing more on family. So I guess I'm going to get into this mother energy like they wanted me to, right? But if you want to catch more readings surrounding family, I'm going to label them that way, right? I don't want to... If I feel any reversals, I always read intuitively. So if I feel reversals, then I will address them as such. I'm not going to go through all of them here. Okay, so, but there's a lot of chaotic energy too. We're in this February portal, 2/2 through 2/22, which is causing major activations and awakenings, right? So there's that. All right, let's just get into the cards now. Let's, because sometimes I can get carried away with talking too much. Let's see. So, Source, what is the current energy coming out for my mothers out there? And did I explain already that you don't have to have children to be in that phase, right? It's basically like maiden, is your teen, your 20s, right? The motherly age is like 30 and 40s, I believe, and then the crone, the wise woman, 50 and above, right? Okay. So if you were looking for numbers, ages, okay, and you could be younger, but then you might be maiden and mother, you know, for my young mothers out there. I know that I had my first when I was 21. The Witch of Cups. The Knight of Cups is this first energy coming out, right? See, that's kind of this reckless energy, this fast-moving energy. I feel that you're definitely dealing with a reckless energy. My son's definitely, I knew that he came in here to be a rule breaker. All right. I know that I wanted a family of star children to help me with my mission, right? But it's like, even though he's about tearing the structure and the matrix down, he's been breaking spiritual laws, right, which cannot be broken. And he's been defiant and disrespectful of his mother, right? And just doing the most, just doing too much, right? So I've been needing that help with him, right? So, you know, and chosen star children, I feel they get held to higher standards too, because they know the spiritual laws. They get that extra protection, but also you have to follow the rules. You have to set an example for others, right? As we're leading the way. So there's definitely healing that is needed here, right? I'm getting some very painful decisions where you have to trust what you're feeling with the Two of Swords. We've got the Four of Swords here. The Nine of Cups is here. Maybe this isn't the best one, because yeah, this is definitely a little like I'm just gonna go ahead. This is the deck that I forgot to do this reading with. I'm just gonna go with that. All right, so we've got the Seven of Swords here, where there's been lies and deception and betrayals, and the Judgments here. So Judgment's being called on all of this sneaky behavior. Okay. And yeah, Hermit card. So someone's definitely, and I know it's hard, Three of Swords, right? Someone's definitely being isolated, being set aside. Now, if this is an energy or energy surrounding you, it's your energy. So maybe you're being called to spend some time to sit out and to feel this loss at this time. Because there's definitely a cycle closing out with the world. So, you know, something happened very fast with the Tower moment. Towers often fall fast, right? I mean, sometimes you'll get warnings that they're about to fall, but, you know, normally it's when there needs to be a divine intervention. Is when a Tower moment falls over. It's time for a foundation, a situation, a relationship maybe. Something's got to come to an end. And it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, right? But there needs to be some sort of severing, some sort of ending. There needs to be, you know, that's a wrap, right? Like, and maybe it's just a cycle, right? Like a destructive cycle, a pattern needs to stop, right? Like with my son, this destructive path, this cycle, it was not going on anymore, where he was going to keep disrespecting me, you know, and hurting me and stuff. Like, I get he's my kid, but it needs to stop. So they're showing the Ace of Cups here. You know, that's about going after what you love and desire. Wow, they're showing me the Sovereign card, which is the Emperor in this deck. Now I know why they're guiding me there, because they've replaced a lot of the masculine cards with feminine cards, right? So I'm just ignoring like the sexual energy that's coming off of them. Because I got this card for doing like love and romantic readings, because some of them can go that way. Right? But you're really focusing on you having some, I'm getting some here in TLC, right? They really want you to take authority and action over you, make the best decisions, you know, being a sovereign, making the best decisions for all involved, right? Like ultimately, like, you know, I've been focusing so much on my son and his behavior, I haven't really paid attention too much to how it's impacting the rest of the family, right? And, you know, that's something to consider, you know, especially if you're dealing with like a troubled child, or, you know, as a mom, like you got to think about all of your other children, your kids, right? Things like that. Like, just like because of all the fighting and everything with my two oldest, like that's what led us to losing our home, our car, and having to move multiple places is due to my children, and that's not fair to my youngest children, right? That like where we're at and miss having their home, things like that, right? So I'm getting some very difficult situations, need to be figured out here. Fairness needs to come in, but see, there's this Nine of Swords, all of this pain, all of this, all these challenges and these obstacles. I feel divine is intervening. Like, enough is enough. The Hanged Man is here, and it's upright, and I feel to keep it this way, right? I feel that you've gotten the enlightenment that, like, enough's enough. Like, that there needs to be a tower moment, a major changing, a major ending. Things cannot keep going on like they are, right? And sometimes you need to accept the fact that you need help, right? Like, I've tried to reach out for help through agencies, right? Called crisis unit, therapists, all sorts of stuff, right? But it was too soft. It was too, with my son, it was like pillow talk to him, right? Like, no, like he needs like aggressive, like, and then he had court ordered, behavioral analysis, and that one he finally opened up to, and he's opened up more to how he truly feels in the back of police cars with men, than he has with therapists, things like that. So he needed to take the hardcore route, right? So that's for somebody. Like, sometimes you just have to let them go through the process of what they want, right? And it's ultimately taking this, difficult situation, difficult cycle path that he's going down, but this is finally what's opening him up, The Void is here with the Ten of Cups. See, the Void is the Fool card in this deck. There's a new beginning here within a family, right? But see, the World. A cycle is definitely, and this is right next to the Ten of Cups too. It's like a cycle is closing out within a family, but then a new one is beginning, right? Sometimes and it has to do with your destiny is here. See, Four of Cups, Lovers. There was like a missed opportunity with the lover. For some of you, you could have had a child that was destroying a family, right? That was destroying a love situation, because we do know children can very much get in the way, especially karmic children can get in the way of divine unions for sure. But any situation, like, but there's definitely a new beginning here. It's interesting how the cards fell too. It's like, and that snake is like wrapping around. It looks like a heart, and it looks like it's squeezing the blood out of the heart, right? And the flames. What I'm getting is this is a painful ending. But this was something where maybe, and that's a lot too why I've talked this in other readings, why divine source, God, like, it's time for these major interventions, because it's getting so out of control. It's getting more than the angels are being able to handle. Like, we're uniting and we're coming together, but it's like the enemy entities, like, getting into, like, the children, just, like, it's getting too far out of control. It's too heavy. It's like reinforcements had to come in. I just feel like it was always meant to. I hope I'm explaining. It's hard to explain this frequency I'm going off of, but it's like it's happening earlier than it was supposed to, because too much has been done already. It's like it's like a game, It's like you'll sit and watch a game be played, right? But and that people are going to cheat, and like bend the rules, right? And it's like some of that is allowed, it's okay, but it's just, it's gone too far. um it's like going from playing the game, now someone's like destroying the game board, like the, you know, like irreparable, is that what I'm hearing? Like damage is being done that can't be undone. So it's like it's like it's not fair. And I don't know if it's the rise of drugs and alcohol and the things that are happening, but it definitely has to do with our youth, right? It's just like if you look at today's times, like what children are going through, right? What these phones are doing to them, it's causing like psychological trauma to them. Like their phones, like, you know, some children, like if they lose their phone, you know, the effects that it does on the nervous system, you know, is just like is so much damage, you know, or social, you know, just like it's like a physical death, you know, it's like, and those, and just, you know what I mean? Like um, it's just, too much is being done against our children, right? That is just like, no, like intervention, it's like the enemy's like been targeting like all the children, like more than ever. I don't, you know, I don't know why I'm like hesitant, because I feel like I want to present this the right way. I think I know. It's just like I really feel like the entity is taking over my son completely. You know, like it's too much, and I know that he's getting mixed up in drugs and alcohol and things like that. But it's like I just see it happening just all over. You know, I have to be careful how I give this. A lot of the stuff is what they're forcing us to do to our children, do and have done. Just, it's like it's just, it's happening too rapidly, too fast. So divine intervention. This was always the reset too, but I just feel like there's something to do with it's the plan had to be sped up. Those of you that understand what I'm trying to get across codedly, I guess, right? You're at the level of consciousness where you're going to understand what I'm saying, and it's going to give you confirmation, or which is why you might feel this rushed energy, is that you need to step up your game. You need to do something quicker than you, because the things are more sped up right now. And if it doesn't make sense to you, then you're not on the level for that channeled message, right? See, there's that fast-moving energy, the Witch of Wands. I was told to look at the cards. See, if you look, like, she's holding a rose. It looks like she's almost, her gown's falling off, but it looks like it's got her tied up. I don't know why I felt to just sit here, pause, ponder. Maybe that's what you're going to be doing with some of the things that happen. I feel you're just going to be in shock and in awe, and some of you're just going to have to accept the fact that sometimes, like, it's not even your child, your children, the people that you once knew. Look, Death and Star. See, she's like this. Some of these are graphic. She's beheaded. I didn't realize the graphic does, right? Star card. See, there has to be an ending for healing, because something's got to stop for healing, and then the wish fulfillment comes after. You could be in this phase of healing and somebody's been trying to mess with it, metal. See, there's a very painful decision that needs to be made here. Two of Pentacles with the Three of Swords. it has to do with really embracing your masculine energy, really taking charge of control. But you have to be creating that balance. You have to use your courage and strength at this time. Especially like if you're coming up against these entities, because you need to know sometimes like you have to be very oppressive and very strong to try to get these entities out of our children and out of people. Like you can't just coward and stand down to them and walk away anymore. It's about finding that balance. Temperance card is here. Peace needs to be restored, right? But you have to have this healthy amount of authority, right? And this is where I'm getting that you're getting divine help. So that way you can still rest, rejuvenate, heal, but you still need to be taking authority and action over your world. You still need to make these decisions. Like, you can't just be, oh, it's in God's hands. Like, Queen of Swords. And it wanted to come out reverse. Maybe you have to be very harsh with some of the things. You know, like, just like, I know that I have to go to court. And I have to speak the truth. And I have to explain to the judge what has been going on, right? You know, and especially, like, the DA's office, like, I'm going back and forth. Like, I know that's a hard decision I have to make, you know. Like, but it's like, I know in the past I've dismissed things, and now it's escalated, right? And now I have my other children to think about, right? So I know that I have to think about that, and I'm gonna have to make very tough decisions, right? But I have to have sovereign, right? I can't just not say anything. It's gonna go away, you know? Because even if that does, something's going to keep attacking. Something's going to keep, 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords. There's just going to be more. More lies, deception, betrayal. Wow, they're showing me 2 aces. This new beginning is here, but it's like you got to command it. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. You have to communicate. You have to show up that you want this, that you're worthy of this. Because you've got to stand up to the enemy like, no, you are not going to get my blessings, right? 8 of Swords. It's just like, say you're in a stuck situation and then somebody comes in and offers you a way out of it. You can't just say nothing and then you're going to get removed out of it. You have to choose it. Maybe you have to stand up to the situation. It's like if you're going to move and leave a situation, you have to be able to, you know, say, all right, I'm moving out. I'm leaving, you know. As I say that Chariot, somebody could be literally moving. Queen of Cups energy. Getting that's your energy. Yeah, confirmation, Ace of Swords. Ace of Pentacles here too. We've had 3 aces. This is definitely an abundant new beginning for you. It very much is. It's meant to, but it's like you have to stand up because you got to know that the enemy is trying to stop you from having this. Right? There's definitely an ending. Confirmation. You're going to be getting the clarity, the realization, the truth, the download, or you're communicating this ending. Maybe it's you calling this ending because you want this new beginning. Maybe you knew this new beginning's right here, but you have to end something. Empress with 2 of Cups. Damn. That's about self-love. 2 of Cups is also a choice of love, but I feel you're choosing to love yourself. You got something going on. She got stars up in her mind. Like, you could have a new lover or something on your mind that you desire. The angels have heard this. Angels have almost sent this to you because I see Cupid's arrow pointing at her. So maybe you've been shown somebody, or someone's been brought into your world, or some sort of justice or something that's in alignment with like your heart's desire, something that would be very healing. And you see this, right? And all you just got to do is now express it. Yes, I want this. I want this new beginning. Yeah. Ooh. Hierophant. This is sent by the divine. So divine's brought like justice in for you. Like I was just saying, but you have to choose it. You have to go, okay, I want this. I don't want this anymore. I mean, maybe it's not a CC step, but maybe it is. Sometimes we wait where we think that we have to have these confrontations with people and we have to express yourself. Where a lot of times it's just you choose for you and you tell the divine source, your angels, whoever you talk to, what you want, or even if it's just telling yourself. But then if anybody comes to try to test you or get in the way, then you just stand up and block off and have those boundaries. You know, like say you decide you're going to do something and then all of a sudden somebody's coming at you trying to say why you can't do it. Then you say no, like, yeah, I'm going for this, or doesn't matter what you say. I mean, whatever it is, walk away, just stand up for this. Because see this line, Two of Wands, something's going to come to try to stop you from going down the path you just... You got to know it's the enemy. The enemy can send anybody in. Eight of Wands. This is going to happen very fast. The Enchantress. That's the High Priestess. Really trust what you feel. You know. You've manifested this in. This is the Keeper of Secrets too. So maybe keep your plans secretive. Because just know if you go out there like announcing what you want to do, then you're going to have just more people trying to come at you. You know, I used to do that sometimes just because if I know that I want to do something, and if I have any doubt, and then I go tell people, I don't go looking for the validation. Or people are like, oh, yeah, you should do that. And then I go, no, I do the opposite. Because I'm like, if I put this out there, because I've always known my friends and family and all that have been against me, and then they're against it, then that gives you the reinforcement that, yeah, I should do this. But then I don't tell them, like, thank you, I'm going to go do this now. I'm just like, oh, okay. Well, why do you think I shouldn't do that? And then I'll consider that as areas I need to work on and do more. Right? If anything, I've used those as, do you see what I mean? Like reverse psychology in a way. It's like my children, right? They want me just to be a mom and be like a servant to them. They don't want me to pursue my passions, dreams, and desires. So if I tell them I've got these new ideas or whatever, and they're like, no, that'll never work. And I'm just like, oh, that's what I'm supposed to be doing then. You know what I mean? But just don't let their projections, if you do it that way. Look, the Devil's right here on top of the Ten of Pentacles. If you do it that way, just don't let it psych you out, get in your head. Because there has been some times where I'm like, well, maybe they're wrong. Maybe, you know, I need to change that. Hi, baby. All right, let me pause this. My little one's up. All right, collective. 27:55 when my daughter came in. So she just woke up. So I have to go be a mommy. So anyway, I hope that helped you guys, giving some guidance, right? Especially if any of you are dealing with a troubled child. Like, you need to know, there was a channel message I came across that I wanted to give at the end. So I will in just a second, but before I go, so I hope this, you know, that this helped, right? If you didn't feel it was for you, then don't worry about that, right? Sometimes you're guided in just for any part of the teachings or the frequency, or maybe they, you know, wanted you to know something about just that justice is coming in for you. Stay in this confident, empowered energy, right? And that, because that was the main message I feel that was coming across, is that, you know, justice is being brought in for you, but you need to be confident in choosing it and having boundaries and standing up for those that could be blocking it. And the strongest thing I was getting is like children. Your own children, family, friends are the ones that are coming at you to try to stop you. So standing up to them. Now this is the channeled message that I was getting. Oh my goodness, all these distractions. Now I have to get this. But I was going to say, I'm going to tell you really quick that sometimes the enemy can get into your children and it's not even them. And ways you can tell is when they're saying things to you that they often don't say. So that's a sign that that's an entity right there, you know. So have forgiveness for them and love and healing always, right? And we're working on saving the children. We're working on, you know, getting all of this evil and this darkness eradicated, right? So we can be back to love and light and all of that. So never give up on your children, right? Just sometimes you have to give them distance and space and work on ways to heal them and to block the entity, you know, in this darkness from coming at them, right? And yeah, and there, just know there are reinforcements coming in to help, right? So stay open to them. Okay, so I hope that that helped you. All right, I'm about to call them. So I'm sending love and light to all of you. All right, definitely watch whatever you feel guided to. Feel free to leave comments below if you want to talk about your situation, your story. You know, sometimes putting it out there helps, and you can find other people are going through similar situations and things like that. So know that. I'm going to get into doing a love reading too, because I was feeling of this rad energy, and I feel it's been delayed. So this big message coming across is that, you know, like children are definitely getting away with like love connections. You know, whether it's new lovers coming in, because feeling this confidence level, confidence and seeing new things coming in or that are trying to come in. I'm really curious if it's higher level lovers. So I really want to get into doing some love readings. So hopefully I can get to doing those later. All right, so definitely subscribe to the channel. Watch whatever you feel guided to. All right, love you guys. Bye.